Hey guys, it's Jessica. I'm back with another video, and today we will be unboxing the very special limited edition Kodak Hirono. So this is an item I've been super excited and dying to get my hands on for you guys. I did order this back in April, and it originated as a Korea exclusive, and I ordered it as a pre-order from Whoopi along with the Labubu like sailor nautical collection that I unboxed for you earlier. And for whatever reason, well, I think I know the reason is probably because they oversold and they had very limited access to the stock, being that it was such an exclusive item. So once it became available in China, that is when they were able to ship my item, and I was finally able to get it. Now, the reason that I'm so excited for this, guys, is because if you are old like me, then you used actual film cameras when you were younger. And so you can see that the container for this Hirono looks like a canister of Kodak film. So if you're too young to know, yes, that's right. We used to put rolls of film in our cameras, and they would be kind of shaped like this, and you would take it out of a little plastic container, and then you would put it inside the camera, close the camera up, and then you would basically press a button, or your camera would automatically feed the film in, and it would be ready to start taking photos. And then you couldn't open it until you were done with that roll of film, or it would expose the film and ruin it. So anyway, we don't do that anymore unless you're a professional photographer who still uses film. But Kodak was a very recognizable brand, a huge brand, probably the #1 brand of film when I was a kid, and they were known for this bright yellow color and their logo. And then I think it was like the older logo that had all the colors, like the rainbow sort of on there. So when I saw that Kodak was partnering with Hirono, I thought that is really special. That is really unique and reminds me of something really special from my childhood. I had multiple film cameras as a kid, and I loved taking photos. I never, took any photography classes or was actually good at taking the photos. I just loved it. I loved the sound the camera made. I loved the smell of the film. So I never learned how to actually develop film or anything like that, but just a really special memory from growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s. So I've been getting more and more into this little Hirono recently. You guys have seen me opening a lot more of his items, and I must say Pop Mart is doing a fabulous job along with the creative mind behind Hirono. I believe his name is Lang, and Hirono is based on his son, and I think it's a really beautiful story and so special. So I've been yapping for minutes now. You guys want to see Hirono. I want to see him too. So let's get him open. Now he does have the authentication right here, and it even has a little Kodak sticker on there too. That is so cool. All right, so I've already removed the plastic wrap. This is very nice, you guys. I'm really loving these special metal containers for our Hirono. Oh my gosh, and even the bag is Kodak yellow. This is so cool. And then it has the Pop Mart and Hirono logo at the bottom. No Kodak logo on the bag. Interesting. All right, 3, 2, 1. Now there's no secret version, it's just the regular yellow. So here we go, let's see him. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at him. He is so cute in his little rain jacket. That is Kodak yellow. You can see the Kodak logo right here. And he is dressed as a bear as usual. Almost reminds me of like the word Klondike too, right? Because that's like an area where there are bears. Oh my gosh, there's little raindrops on the jacket. He's got his little bandage up here. Now this is very soft, you guys. Very soft, like teddy bear material. He's even got a little tail on the back, and it says Kodak, it's time to smile, which is their trademark apparently. So this is so adorable. Let me see. Oh, it has the Hirono symbol on the pocket too. Let me see if it's possible to remove this. Yes, oh my gosh. Look, you guys, you can actually unbutton the snaps, and he's got his full little teddy bear outfit underneath. That is so nice. So I'm guessing you can remove the entire jacket, and it's coming off quite easily for the most part. So let's remove it and fully show you guys how he looks underneath. The head is a little bit harder. Just going very gently. And I think I would have to take the ring off to fully remove it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna show you guys. Look, he's really soft. He has beautiful black hair, I think. His head does turn, and his arms go up and down. Oh, they actually rotate. You know why they rotate, guys? Well, let's put his jacket back on and I will show you. This is gonna really be a great piece for my Hirono Plush collection. Oh my gosh, the bear is so cute. Oh, and he does have the button eye. So we've been seeing all the Hirono plushes. They have that one button eye along with the bandage over the right ear. I'm very happy with the quality of this. Of course, it was a pretty dramatic markup to get a Korea exclusive that is also a collab with another IP, and obviously coming from overseas and ordering it as a pre-order when it first dropped. I paid quite a premium for this, you guys. I don't even want to tell you what I paid for it because the price sadly has come down a lot on this since it dropped due to the fact that it's now available in China, so it's not as hard to get anymore. And that was really disappointing for me because I was super excited when I ordered this. It was one of the most, if not the most expensive items that I had bought, like individual items. And then I ended up having to wait over almost 2 months for it, and paying like more than people are paying for it now. So just very frustrating, and it was a big lesson to me with this entire order, with the Labubus, the Makoko, and this Hirono. Like the amount of time that I had to wait, the stress of waiting and not knowing when they were going to ship and if they were going to cancel my order. It was just a lot. So I wouldn't recommend pre-orders personally unless you don't mind waiting a couple of months. But in the end, I did overpay for this one, so I don't know. However, I will say that the prices of the Labubus actually went way up. So technically I might still have saved money because it evens out, but all right, so he's back in his jacket. I must say he looks a lot angrier with the jacket on, which is so funny, but he's missing something very important that makes it Kodak, and that is his little camera. I'm so excited about this. Ooh, it's soft. So it's like a little plush camera. I thought it would be maybe like plastic or vinyl, but it's actually squishy. But it does say Kodak on there. And now, uh-oh. Let's see, does it open? No, you can shorten the strap and you can lengthen it, but it's already as big as it gets. So let's try. I'm so confused, you guys, because it's not as wide as his head. I guess it has to go from the bottom maybe, but it's still, Go this way. It's still really tight. Yeah, you have to do it from the bottom and just take your time. I guess you could do it as like a crossbody if you wanted to. Like this. I'm gonna see if I can actually get it all the way around him. Yeah, so you can wear it like this as well. And I wonder, so I just kind of assumed because on the can, he's holding it in his hands. So I thought I could have him do that. But his arms don't actually meet in the middle, you guys. They're like quite stiff, you see. So it would be really cute if he was holding it, but I am happy with it the way that it is. And like the other Hirono Plush pendants, it does have a very short pendant, which I do like, and the ring is matte black. So this is so, so cute. I feel really, I don't know, I just feel like item is so special. It has significance for me, and I feel very fortunate to have it. So I would highly recommend getting your hands on this if you are a fan of Hirono, if you're a fan of cameras, Kodak, nostalgia, any of it, you guys. Super happy with this, and I finally have it. Now, we are gonna be doing something interesting. So I do have one more new item, and then we're gonna actually unbox some items from previous series that you guys have seen me open already, but I never really fully completed my collection. So the next item is another new release. This is the I Am Zsiga Plush Pendant, and apparently the first Zsiga Plush Pendant. And for me, my very first Zsiga that I have bought intentionally. So I've gotten other ones when I purchased the full set of the Golden Gallop and the Celebrating the Moment, but I didn't keep those because I've never really been a big fan of her. However, something about this series is really special, you guys. So Zsiga is wearing like a wolf costume, and I learned that there is meaning behind the design of her hair. She actually has spikes on her hands and the back of her head, as basically like a defense mechanism, so a way to protect herself. So she's actually quite like sweet and soft, but she does have, you know, a way of defending herself, protecting herself. And I really like wolves in general, so this is a cool series, and it represents different emotions. So these are the options here. They are all basically the same design, but with different colors and facial expressions. And there were 3 that I liked, and this was one of them. So I'm gonna surprise you guys with my first one that I got. The other 2 have not arrived yet. 3, 2, 1. And this is like a nice paper box, very similar to the Jimu by Your Side that I opened recently, but a much bigger box, of course. There we go. And interestingly, a paper bag, not a dust bag. It has the I'm Zsiga on it. All right, 3, 2, 1. It's softer than I thought it would be. Ta-da! Isn't she so cute? Her surprised face. So the fur is quite soft, and I'm always worried about that, you guys, because you've probably figured out by now that texture and feel are very important to me, and that's why I love plush pendants. And I was a little worried looking at this fur on camera if it was going to be soft or coarse, and it can have like a slight coarse quality, I guess, if you're like rubbing it a certain way, but for the most part, it's extremely soft. I love the purple color. It actually looks kind of blue to me, but I could see how it could be purple. And She has her wolf's nose, the little teeth. All these parts are like a faux leather. And the wolf doesn't have any eyes, which is an interesting design, but Zsiga has her eyes, and she has the spikes on her hands, like I mentioned, the ones underneath her hair. She has her little wolf tail, so cute. And then on her chest it says, I'm Zsiga, and this is like an embroidery. So yes, I love her surprise look. That and the color are what made me choose this one. And this one is called Veiled, which I don't see how this conveys being veiled or like hiding your feelings. I think we can tell what she is thinking and feeling here, but that's okay. Also, I didn't notice that the spikes actually matched the color of the fur, so that's interesting. And then she has her little puppy dog, which I know nothing about, but apparently this is a Zsiga thing. So this is her puppy dog on her shoe. I don't know, but it's making the same facial expression that she is. Now let's quickly look at the card. Cute. So it is shaped like the patch that is on her chest, and it says, I'm Zsiga, and then, so it's in Chinese and English, Veiled. And interesting card, right? Very unique, goes with the design. I love when they get creative with the cards and it's not just the same boring kind of card design. So definitely not gonna end up being one of my favorite pieces because there's a lot of hard plastic on here. I wish there were little eyes on the head for the wolf, but I do love the fur and the facial expressions, so overall pretty happy with it. And I believe these are like $32.99, so they are on the lower end for the plush pendants. All right, I do have one more plush pendant to open that is a little special. We are celebrating Pride Month still. For those who maybe haven't watched the video before, I do live in Orlando, Florida, so the month of June and Pride Month as a whole are they can be a little tough for us here in Orlando because we did have a very horrible, horrific, tragic, devastating event that happened here on June 12th of 2016. And I'm not gonna really get into it here because this channel is all about like happiness and having fun and, you know, feeling better about our lives and all of that. So don't want to get into it too much, but Pride Month is really important to us here in Orlando. And I did open the Pucky Love Across Galaxies figure on, I think it was June 1st or 2nd, as a way to celebrate. And I have another Pride item from a previous year to open. So this is the Crybaby Cheer Up Baby plush. And this is my first time getting this item. I already love the packaging with the rainbow strip around the clear box. And this is our Crybaby, and she is a rainbow, and she is still crying, you know, she's still wearing her emotions for everyone to see, but she is really cute. And I actually got 2 of these. They were on a flash sale, so I'm gonna give one to my nephew if he wants it. I don't know if he will, but he generally loves like anything plush and soft. And we are going to the Pride Parade where he lives, so that'll be really fun. And I forgot to get scissors. I thought I was super prepared today, you guys. But so one will be for him. If he doesn't want it, then I bet my niece will like it. And I'm gonna wear this one and we're gonna celebrate love. It's gonna be very exciting. Oh, why did they put 3 stickers on this little box? Pop Mart, you kill me. You kill me with your heavy-handedness of your tapes and your ties and your plastic. But hey, you know, at least it keeps the box looking really good. Especially if you want to display it. But this one is coming out of the box because it's going to be worn if I can ever get into it. So comment below if you're celebrating Pride Month and how you're celebrating. I also donated money to an organization called Zebra here in Orlando, and I did that in memory of a very dear friend who did pass away in April, as it was one of his favorite charitable organizations, and it does serve the LGBTQ youth. So that is another thing I did to honor my friend and in celebration and recognition of Pride. All right, can we get it out? Oh my gosh. Part of the tape, no. Maybe, I think part of the tape of the first piece didn't actually come off. Ah. Okay. I usually care a lot more about the box, but this item is meant to be worn, not to just sit on a shelf, at least in my opinion. So, not too worried about the box, but it did hold up pretty well. All right, first impressions. I do have a little bit of tape glue on my fingers, so it's hard to tell. Not quite as soft as the Zsiga on the top, but so it's like longer fur up here, right? But this part of the Crybaby is nice and soft, just like the, what was that coffee series called? Oh my gosh, Coffee Factory, I think? I bought the whole series and ended up only keeping the Crybaby because she was just too cute. All right, let's see if I can get it out. So there's no, sometimes they put like a little dust bag in the bottom. No dust bag for this one. Ugh. We have a bunch of plastic, so I'll be right back, guys. And we're back. All right, never do an unboxing video without scissors, right? So it is pretty small, but like in a cute way. It's got kind of a medium length pendant on there with Crybaby on one side and Pop Mart on the other. And it's pretty cute, you guys. I had thought about getting this for a while, but wasn't sure how much I liked it. But now that it is Pride Month and we are, you know, rainbow everything, I love it. It's cute and it's pretty lightweight. So like wearing it on my belt bag or my belt loop will not be too much. So yay. And then when I'm done, I can put it back in the box. Although I wonder if, you know, the kids are gonna fight over it. So I might end up leaving mine with them behind. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Ooh, now I have, okay, so like I said, we're gonna complete some collections that I had either previously thought I was done with, or maybe there were a couple that I wanted that I hadn't gotten yet. So first of all, this is one that I lost as soon as I got out of the car at the parking lot at Disney. It is the Mickey family chip. So I had this one before. I bought it from my friend who was secret hunting, and it just came right off the ring. And this is my first one that I have ever lost, you guys, but it made me so scared to wear them out in public because it did not get turned into lost and found. I'm sure some kid or somebody picked it up and was like, sweet, right? The seller did put tape on the card that is probably gonna be kind of hard to get off, so. But remember these? So nostalgic. I feel like so much nostalgia for these because this was the first blind box I opened after getting my first Labubu. And now there's tape residue on the box. Well, that's all right. But yes, these are so cute and they bring back memories of like my early days of starting to get into pop art. And you could not buy these. Like when I discovered them, they were sold out and people were fighting over them on the nights when they dropped. But they took a long time to restock them. So if you don't know, where have you been? But yeah, these are these are the options. I do not really care for the Mickey and Minnie ones, just something about like the shape of them and their faces, I don't know. But and Goofy, I don't really like the Goofy one either. But I do have all of the other ones, my favorite being my #1 guy, Donald Duck. So love him, but I can't have Dale without Chip. That's just a crime. I'm really happy I did not lose my Dale because that was my first one that I ever got, my second blind box unboxing that my friend sold to me. So without further ado, let's open Chip. Oh God, that didn't tear off. My second Chip, hopefully my last. Okay, he is looking funky. All right, let's kind of straighten his arms up a little bit. You guys know, sometimes this stuff comes out of the box a little weird, right? I will say though, like, he probably looks the worst out of any of the Mickey families that I've opened. And it's probably because he's not like a first or second generation one. He's probably more recent, but here he is. And I love the little chipmunk faces. They did a great job with Chip and Dale. His eyes are so cute, his little cheeks. And of course, as he is Chip, he has a black nose and one little tooth. So yeah, his shoulders look really weird from the back. But he's cute and I'm happy to complete my collection. But be careful with these rings on your bags, guys, apparently, because somebody else is enjoying my original one, or it got run over by a car, who knows. All right, the box. But I am a huge Disney fan, so this is an important part of my collection. All right, another plush pendant from another series that I thought I had completed. My Little Pony Skull Panda, you guys. I told myself I was gonna stop. I told myself I was not gonna get this one, but ultimately in the end, I had to have her, so. Plus, a lot of people were selling her below retail. So rude, but so fortunate for me. All right. The funny thing is, the day after I bought this one from somebody on TikTok, I pulled one on the Pop Mart TikTok, but what can you do? All right, 3, 2, 1. It is Applejack. All right, let's remove this very distracting protective plastic. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty, you guys. I knew I was gonna want this one eventually. I should have just bought it from my friend, but at least I got it below retail. She's so cute, and she's one of the, if not the least popular version, which maybe it's because of her like brown coloring. People like the more colorful ones, but I think she's really cute. I love the contrast of her like platinum blonde hair with her brown fur, her really, really light blue eyes. Look how pretty those are. And I like the little heart or apple stitching. And here's her cutie mark, is these apples right here. I'm not gonna lie, it's giving Chewbacca a little bit with this rope across her, but she's cute. And then, oh, she has a little A on her chest for Applejack. And oh, there's like a little, I didn't never notice this. On the end of her little woven belt is like a little tassel here. I am not going to take the net off her hair right now because I just don't want to mess it up, but she's beautiful. And now I have 6 of these ladies. I have 5 of the main lineup, except for Rainbow Dash, which my friend pointed out would have been great for Pride Month, but I just hate her outfit. I'm sorry, I can't. But in her place, I did get the Sunset Shimmer, which you guys have seen me open before. And here's her card. I love the card design for these with the original inspiration in the bottom corner of the My Little Pony herself. I'm not really a fan of the newer Friendship is Magic series because I was just a fully grown, out in the world, working, paying rent adult when it came out, and that is no shade whatsoever to my my friends out there who do love that show. It just didn't hit for me, but I know that it is extremely popular, so. All right, now we've got some figures to open. Shockingly, we have a Golden Gallop, you guys. Just when you thought that I had opened all of the ones that I was gonna open, you know it, Hirono. So when this series came out, I was like kind of interested in Hirono because of the Have a Good Run Hirono, which is one of my all-time favorite plush pendants ever. But I still ended up selling this figure, and he came back to me, so it was meant to be. All right, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Oh, he has like a little horse tooth. Do you see that? So this design is very interesting. Honestly, not really my taste. Like I guess it's like a wooden horse that he's wearing. So I don't know. It just doesn't hit for me personally. So I may end up selling this one off actually. I know I've been really getting into Hirono lately and everything, but it's just not, I don't know. But he does have a little stand here. And then like the other Golden Gallops, it has a stamp on the bottom. So hopefully you can kind of make that out. And I think this piece goes underneath the stamp, and then he has like a little rope or like a whip, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, that's okay. You know, at least I know now. But I do have a lot of these currently that I got from blind boxes, double blind boxes, so. All right, he is going to be sold on. Now we have from the Crying to the Moon series, one of my targets that I never ended up getting. And I do have one target left from this series, so this is a big one. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I hate it when it doesn't tear properly. Ooh, she's chunky. Oh, wow. This one looks great in person, you guys. Her face, the contrast of her dark hair with the metallic spaceship, her jelly tears, and it's even falling. There's even an extra tear. She's so sad. Oh my goodness. And there's like a little like tape on the back. Oh boy. All right, and then she comes with a little planet, it looks like. So a lot of these came with like little stars, little not hearts, that was the Crying for Love, little stars, little moons, stuff like that. This one comes with a little planet, and of course it is crying. And then I don't think, yeah, she doesn't have a stand because the spaceship like supports her standing. So that one is so good. I'm happy that I ended up getting this one. This one is called the Space Traveler. Love this series. I still want the shooting star, so I will hopefully be getting that one too. All right, just a couple boxes to go, you guys. This is back to an old school series, Finding Makoko, which was formerly a Popland exclusive, all about all of our different beloved Pop Mart IPs trying to look for Makoko. And I do have a lot of these already. So I have Skull Panda, I have Hachi Poo Poo, I have La Boo Boo, I have Dimu. I do not have The Secret, which is Makoko. And there's a fair few in this series that are not my favorites. So let us open this one and you guys will see who I got. Sorry about the lighting in this video, guys. It's not looking too good, but I actually have some natural light. I have multiple lights on, but yeah, I don't get a lot of sun through this window because our balcony is so big and covered up. All right, 3, 2, 1. Who's it gonna be? It is Hirono. But don't worry, you guys. I knew I was gonna like this one. It's so cute that he's like in a little castle turret and he's got a little crown on. And then there's Makoko as a balloon. So the series, the figures there's like some kind of little hidden clue that Makoko is near, hidden in there. And I'm just taking a really close-up look at all of the details. I love his whitish hair. Is it white or yellow? It looks like he's missing a shoe. But yes, this one is cute. And you guys know I love a figure that stands on its own. This one is called See You. So good for my collection. And after the next one, all I will need is The Secret, which I do think I'm gonna get soon because it's finally like a fairly reasonable price through Art Toy Familia. All right, I almost bought this one so many times, so it was really exciting when I pulled it, even though I could have probably gotten it for less than what I paid for it, but what are you gonna do? All right, 3, 2, 1. Any guesses? Who do you guys think it is? Ta-da! It's Pinot Jelly! I actually really love Pinot Jelly, you guys, but the reason that you don't see me open him up is because I cannot get into another IP. Like, thankfully, he doesn't have plush pendants because you already know that has been my segue into Crybaby, into Hirono. No more, I can't do it. But this one is adorable. So I only had really seen it in pictures of like the front. So seeing the little mushroom inside his head and the little butterfly on top. But I forgot that he has like a little rucksack on his back and he's riding on a little leaf just like our Hachi Poo Poo from this series. So I wanna get a nice close look. Ooh, I love the little leaf detail on the head. I love that his head is glittery. And what's in his bag? It looks like he has little candies in his bag for his journey because I think it's safe to say Pinot Jelly likes candy. Oh my gosh. And his face, he's like frowning. He must be taking Finding Makoko very seriously. Is that a backpack or a hat? It might be a hat that he's storing his little candies in. And I was afraid that this one would be too similar to the Pinot Jelly from the Hand in Hand series, but it's not at all. So I'm really excited that I got him and I love all the glittery details. And he is called Careless Hunter. So I would have gotten this one a long time ago if I knew how good it was. If you like Pinot Jelly and you like this collection and you don't have them, definitely recommend. He's even cuter than the first one I got. Now all I need is the secret Makoko. But I'm not gonna have her today for you guys because I haven't bought her yet, but it's coming very soon. Now I did have a couple more things to show you, but this video has been quite long already. And the ones that I have to show you are not from Pop Mart. This is gonna be a little teaser. So these are from a different blind box company. And I did open them in the car, but my friend took videos and I didn't get my Target. So spoiler alert, I actually bought my Target from Mercari. So in the next video, you guys are gonna see those clips of me opening them. I'll show them to you. And then you'll also get to see me open the ones that I bought from Mercari. So that'll be fun. But I think we already know who the star of today's show was. It's Hirono, right? He's so cute, you guys. I'm super pleased with this. Again, 10 out of 10 would recommend. And if I had to pick a second favorite from today, it's hard, it's hard. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I think it would have to be either this Crybaby figure or the Pinot Jelly. So which one was your favorite? Please leave a comment down below. I would love to interact with you guys more for those who are following me. And it is starting to rain pretty hard outside. So I appreciate you guys so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of the things, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.